Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Leanna and today I have a what sold for you. It is a Poshmark edition, and I know that in my last video I did say that I will be concentrating on eBay, and I am. For the next 2 weeks I will be concentrating on listing on eBay, but for the first 2 weeks of June I was still listing on Poshmark. So these sales are from Poshmark, and there's a couple of Bolos, what I would consider Bolo brands, in this list, so stay tuned if you're interested in that. Alright, we're going to start with Poshmark Canada. Number one that sold is this vintage LL Bean blazer. It was a beautiful pink color. It sold for $35. And one of the reasons I wanted to talk about this item is because it had no material tag in it. It did feel like a wool blend, so I mentioned that and mentioned that it probably would need to be dry cleaned only. But things still will sell if they don't have a tag. Just be honest about that. Make sure you note that there are no tags or whatever. And if you're honest, then things can still sell and sell for fairly good money. I did not pay more than $5 for this item, so I'm quite happy with that sale. The next Poshmark Canada sale I want to talk about is this little mug. It's super cute. It was, I forget what it was called, but it's from the brand Maxwell and Williams. And the artist is Sue Jansen. Now this sold for $22. I did not pay more than $2 for this mug, and I picked it up because number one, Maxwell and Williams is a really good brand. It does sell for me quite well. I have sold it before. And the fact that the mug was sort of art and unique, that is really an important clue to when something may sell. Buying things that are a little bit different, a little bit unique, a little bit art to wear, art on mugs, art on whatever, does give it a little more chance of being, wanted and in demand. So I definitely would pick these up as long as the cost of goods is quite low, because they don't sell for millions of dollars. The next one I want to talk about is this Jessica McClintock bag. It was new with tags. I picked this up at my local Mission thrift store just a couple of weeks ago. It was really cool because it was embroidered with that peacock feather sort of pattern with some sequins. It was new with tags. I only paid $5 for it, and it sold for $35. This is also kind of the time of year people are going to weddings and they might want a little evening bag. This bag would take them from summer wedding to New Year's Eve to prom to graduations, because it's just that versatile. It was actually a really pretty bag. The last one on Poshmark Canada I want to talk about is this Ray Dunn mug. It was just a regular Ray Dunn sort of pattern, but it was red. And I do believe that her colorful ones will sell more than just the cream ones with the black lettering. So I picked this up for $1.29. So that's number one why I picked it up, because I knew Ray Dunn sells between $15 and $20 depending on the pattern for me. So $1.29 is a really great cost of goods, and the fact that it was red really did help the sale come about. So it only sold for $18, but the profit was pretty good considering the cost of goods. So with Ray Dunn, because the market is absolutely saturated with that, if you can find something a little bit different or a little bit rare, you can still pick it up as long as the cost of goods is low. Okay, moving on. Posh US. I'm going to talk about 5 sales. This is where some of the Bolos will come in. The first one I'm going to talk about is this Johnny Was top. It was really, really pretty. I actually purchased this years ago on Poshmark Canada, I think about 3 years ago. It has embroidery, it had this ruffle, like a tuxedo ruffle down the front. Really cute. I wore it a couple of times. There was a bit of a stain on it, which I noted in the listing, and this sold for $62 US, and it sold fairly quickly within the week. Now Johnny Was is a brand that I'm sure a lot of people know about, but for me, I've never found it in the wild. This was a purchase from Poshmark, so I mean, of course my cost of goods was higher because I did not pay $2 for it, but I also wore it and I had it in my possession for 3 years as a part of my own personal closet, so I got my money's worth out of it. So $62 sale price, excellent. The next one is these Jeffrey Campbell heels, which were, I can't get my grammar right today, which were in a haul just recently. Unique sells, and I have had no issues selling Jeffrey Campbell as long as they're just that weird and wonderful kind of thing. These sold for 70 US, and I only paid 4.25 Canadian for them because they were part of a 50% off sale. So I absolutely love this. I got that offer. It was from an offer, and I just thank you very much. Unique sells. That is the Bolo with the Jeffrey Campbell, with mugs, with anything. Unique. It really does sell. The next one I'm going to talk about, and for me, this is like a Bolo because this brand does sell for me. It is the brand called Simply. They are a Canadian brand, I believe, and they have this sort of flowy, kind of jersey, kind of stretchy material that they use in most of their items. And I would consider it more of a mature brand, but it sells, and it sells for fairly good money. This sold for $42 US, and I was ecstatic about that. I have picked this brand up whenever I can find it. It is comfortable, it is fashionable, it is a little bit unique in the way that they cut their items, in the shapes and that. So this is a brand to look out for sure. The next one is, believe it or not, Zara. And I wanted to bring this up because Zara, these are a pair of slides that sold for $26. They were I don't remember, I think they were in a haul, but I didn't pay very much for them. $26 American, and as long as the cost of goods is low, Zara still sells. And I was really hesitant selling Zara. I was refusing. When I first started, I was like, oh, I'm not going to sell Zara, blah, it's a mall brand, whatever. But I do well with Zara. Zara, as long as the size is a bit higher and the cost of goods are low so I can bring my sale price down, it does sell. It's one of my bread and butter kind of brands. The last one, and this is the true Bolo of this whole thing. This is a little tank top. It was a plus size. I think it was a 3X. And it's the brand called Vixen by Micheline Pitt. I'll put her label up there. This sold for $58 US in a matter of hours. I think I listed it at 75 or 70, and somebody within like 2 hours offered 58, and I took it. The cost of goods for this was $3.50 because it was a 30% off day for me. I picked it up because I thought it was really cute, and plus sizes don't get a lot of really nice, well-made, cute items. So I thought, yeah, that would sell. And when I did the comp search, I was like really, really pleasantly surprised. I went back the following week for a 30% off, and I found a velvet dress by the same brand, and I'm excited to get that listed. It's just in my I can list it in a little while kind of pile because it is long sleeve, it is velvet, it is not for this time of year, but I'm excited to get it listed and to see how much that will sell for. So that is what is sold in Canada and in the US on Poshmark over the last couple weeks. Sales have been a little bit slower, but not too bad. Not horrible. I'm not freaking out yet. But now that I'm shifting my focus to eBay, I am very much aware that Poshmark sales may dwindle a little bit. So I am doing silent shows, once or twice a week, just to get some more sort of excitement with the closets, you know what I mean? So I am trying that, but I am listing on eBay right now, so my sales will probably drop. So that is it for the what sold. I want to leave with one thing. I want to say thank you to everyone who has watched and subscribed over the last little while. I have reached 1,000 subscribers and my watch hours are done, so the channel is now monetized. So I want to thank everyone for that. And with that in mind, I have made up this little thing. It is a Poshmark profit tracker, and it means, let's see if I can do this. If you spend $5 and you want $10 in profit, this is what you need to sell it for. $20 in profit, and it's just a little chart. There is a downloadable link down below in the subscription. Download it, make sure it works, let me know if it doesn't, and then you can print this off and just take it with you when you go sourcing, so that you can have an idea that if I buy this for $5, can I sell it for this price to make that much profit? And that is just a little gift to thank everyone who has supported me in the last little while. So that is it. I hope everybody has a fantastic week. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to see everyone Friday. Have a good one. Bye.